Hi everyone, thank you for joining me. If you don't know me personally, my name is Christine Lubner. I'm an independent distributor for Young Living Essential Oils. I can't wait to teach you some basic information about the oils for this class and how you can use them in your daily life. So I do want to start off by saying that any of these classes that I do online, I can do in person as well, whether it be a big group, a small group, one-on-one, a make and take class, a one-on-one class, a building the business class, you name it, I can meet up with you and get that done. So let me know if you're interested in that. Secondly, I want to go over a little quick disclaimer. To practice medicine requires a license. To promote good health does not. I'm not a doctor. I can't diagnose, prescribe, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. I can, however, teach you how to build better health for yourself from my research and experience. If you have any medical questions, please contact your physician. Just take note that your doctor may not be trained, I couldn't think of my word there for a second, in the use of Young Living therapeutic essential oils, so it's best to go in well researched and be your own best advocate for your health. Our mission using Young Living is to create a community of individuals who support one another on a path to having vibrant health, wellness, and self-care using safe, effective, and non-toxic natural approaches. So I wanted to start off the actual class segment by talking about how I got started with using the oils. Some people do it for extra money because they want to get healthier, because they want to support their family with a more natural approach. For me, my husband has some pretty severe seasonal discomfort, gets the sniffles all the time, and he was sick of taking pills so much, and I was sick of watching it, so we figured there had to be a better way. And then I was really interested in eliminating some of the chemicals in our home and getting rid of some of those toxins to see if we could start having a better quality of life. I never imagined how much these oils would change our life, and I know if he was sitting next to me right now, he would agree with that. Maybe a little hesitantly, but he would definitely agree. We use them for anything physical or emotional. They're our first line of defense. I love to read about them every single day. I'm learning new uses for them all the time. It's just my favorite hobby and our favorite way to treat everything that we can. So we've definitely become more conscious of the products now that we put on and in our bodies, and we've been able to eliminate a lot of the toxins in our home. So it's been awesome for us, and one of the other changes is me even recording this video or teaching classes in person. That's something I would have never volunteered to do before, but they've helped us so much that I just had to be a part of it, have to spread the word and teach others about it. I want to jump right into why we should be concerned about the products that we're using now. So I'll start by talking about chemical cleaners. So conventional cleaners have been known to adversely affect cellular health, mental clarity, focus, hormonal structure. They increase allergies, and they adversely affect respiratory health. So as just one example of that, how many of you, I say this in my regular classes, so I'll say it online, how many of you, raise your hand, have ever felt stuffy after scrubbing in the shower, or like that chest congestion, scratchy throat? I know that I used to every single time without fail, and I eventually found out that the cleaning product that I was using contained butanoxidil. Very hard to say that word. This chemical is renowned for removing soap scum, so yay for that. But it's actually been banned in Europe due to its association with lung tissue irritation. So that explains why I have had that reaction so many times in the past. In fact, Europe has banned over 1,000 chemicals since 1976. And go ahead and take a guess right now how many the U.S. has banned since then. I'll wait a second. And the answer is 11. So we are way behind with the times as far as living healthier. As I mentioned before, some of these chemicals on the market adversely affect hormonal structure, so I want to touch on that again. This right here is the lip balm that I used prior to living this healthier lifestyle. And as we started swapping out products, I started researching things more and figuring out what was in these products that we were putting on and in our bodies. And I found out that this contains octinoxate and oxybenzone. And if you're not familiar with what those chemicals are, both of these are endocrine inhibitors. And the endocrine system is a collection of glands in our bodies that produce hormones that regulate metabolism, growth and development, tissue function, sexual function, reproduction, sleep and mood, etc. Octinoxate mimics hormones and in animal studies has altered the reproductive system, thyroid, and behavior. And oxybenzone acts as estrogen, which has altered sperm production in animals and has been linked to endometriosis in women. Both of these chemicals are most often found in sunscreen. In fact, they're found in 70% of the sunscreens on the market. So it's something that we really want to be aware of. It's very, very prevalent in kids' sunscreen. I'm going to get off topic here for a second. Well, it's on topic, but I was talking about chemicals, and now I'm going to talk about thyroid health. So these are endocrine inhibitors that are in a simple lip balm and are in sunscreens. And I have a thyroid disorder called Hashimoto's thyroiditis, which is an autoimmune disease that actually attacks my thyroid and has caused me to have hypothyroidism. When I was diagnosed with that, doctors were just saying, oh, it's just something that happens sometimes, like your body just turns against you. And it turns out that there's all these environmental toxins that can contribute to that, change our hormonal structure, and really inhibit our health. So this has been great for us to kind of turn things around for us and start feeling healthier and hopefully repairing ourselves a little bit. There are sunscreens out there that you can get that don't have these in them. It's about 30% of them on the market, and they're not hard to find. I did a quick Google search and found a bunch of them. So very easy to stay safe from the sun and not put your endocrine system at risk. So you might be thinking, what does it really matter? I'm not drinking sunscreen, I'm not eating chapstick, I'm not licking my Clorox wipes. Why should I be concerned about the chemicals that are in them? And it's because 60% of what we put on our skin gets absorbed into it and goes into our bloodstream. And women, you absorb an average of 4.6 pounds of cosmetics alone each year, not to mention everything else that we touch and put on our bodies. CNN published an article in 2010 that stated that 84,000 chemicals of the 84,000 chemicals on the market, only 1% have been studied for safety. And this is also why it's so important to read labels and understand what ingredients are in your products. Further in the article, it explains that the cord blood of 10 infants was tested in 2009, and there was an average of 232 chemicals in the cord blood. So this is something we're born into. We're affecting ourselves even before birth. So we should all be super aware of this, and that's why it's so important. Obviously, none of us can live a toxin-free life, and I'm not saying that I do, but it's important to be aware that there are alternatives out there to what we're using so we can make more informed choices. Moving forward, I want to reiterate that all of the information that I share in this class tonight is particular to Young Living essential oils and doesn't necessarily generalize to every other oil company out there. The 100% pure essential oils that you see sold in most stores are fragrance-grade oils, and they smell fantastic, and they're super cheap. So you might be thinking you're getting a banging deal, but they contain a bunch of fillers and synthetics that increase volume and fragrance, but makes it so they don't have any therapeutic benefits. In fact, their warning label will tell you that you can't ingest them, so they're not really safe to be using. But Young Living has a whole line of oils that is specifically for ingesting, and we'll get to that when I get to the kit here. If you're considering using a different brand of essential oils to support your health and wellness, that's of course fine. Just do your research. If you need a starting point, I have a whole list of questions that you can ask of the companies out there so that you can make an informed decision. So what are essential oils? They are the aromatic liquids found within seeds, bark, leaves, stems, flowers, and fruits. Each plant varies. So the lemon essential oil comes from the rind of the plant, lavender essential oil comes from the flower, and peppermint essential oil comes from the leaf. Just an example of how it varies. Most are extracted through steam distillation, and they're highly concentrated, and they are far more potent than dried botanicals. For instance, it takes 256 pounds of peppermint leaves to distill just 1 pound of peppermint essential oil, and 1 drop of that peppermint essential oil is equal to roughly 28 cups of peppermint tea. That's how potent it is. In addition to being potent, the oils are volatile, which means the scent of the oil rises quickly into the air and they evaporate, unlike a fatty oil. Essential oils are not a fad. They're the oldest known form of medicine and actually date back to 4500 BC when they were used by the ancient Egyptians. You might be wondering how you can use essential oils. And any brand of essential oil should have at least basic instructions printed right on the bottle. Broadly, though, you can use them aromatically, internally, and topically. So I'll break each one of those down for you. Aromatically, you've probably heard of aromatherapy. This is where you simply inhale the oil. It takes about 22 seconds to reach the limbic system of the brain, and the only way to reach the limbic system is through smell. This system is the center for memory and emotion, and it's also connected to other areas of the brain that control blood pressure, heart rate, breathing, hormone balance, and more. So to get the aromatic benefits, you can put them in your hand and cup your hand over your nose, or you can diffuse the oils, or you can just smell them from the bottle. So diffusion. I had a very strong attachment to my candles for a very long time, and I'm sure a lot of you out there do. They smell so good. But I do encourage you to do some research on why maybe we should eliminate candles from our home. They're linked to all sorts of respiratory issues and more. So take a look. There's been a lot of recent information that's come out about candles. Anyway, so I had that strong attachment to my candles, but I've been so happy with my diffuser, and I love getting creative with the diffuser blends that I use. This is my diffuser. I pulled the cord off just to make it easier to pull over here, but they're super simple to use. I just pull the 2 lids off, fill this with water, put a few drops of oil in it, then put the cones back on, and hit the button to turn it on. That's the one that comes in the Young Living Starter Kit, which I'll get to. So putting blends in the diffuser doesn't only smell good, but it literally freshens the air. You can make your own recipes with the oils. Like some of my favorite are using lime and peppermint, or orange and peppermint. I love all the citrus oils with the peppermint oils. It's just like super uplifting. But if you're looking for a warm, cozy, candle-y kind of scent, at least those are the kind of candles that I like, kind of like the fall or winter scents that smell like cookies or something. I always recommend Christmas Spirit for someone who's having a hard time giving up those candles. And that's a blend that Young Living put together, which contains cinnamon, spruce, and orange essential oil. There's scientific evidence that cinnamon essential oil promotes a healthy immune response, orange essential oil supports cellular repair, and spruce promotes emotional balance. And you're not going to find a candle out there that has those potential benefits. So, I keep saying so, and it's super annoying, and I keep making a mental note not to say so anymore. I'm going to work really hard on that. The next way you can ingest or use the oils is by internal consumption. You can add a drop to water, tea, or honey, or to a veggie capsule. I'll show you what those look like, and then chase them with water. And this is the veggie capsule right here. You just pop it open, put a couple drops in there, and chase it with water. These are 100% natural, contain no preservatives, gelatin, wheat, animal byproducts, or starch, and they're made from pure cellulose of either pine or poplar. Capsules are fast dissolving in the stomach and easily digestible. You can get these through Young Living, but a veggie capsule is a veggie capsule is a veggie capsule, so I got these ones off Amazon. You can get them at CVS, and Rite Aid, I believe, has them. Just do a Google search on these, and you'll be able to find them real quick. Or you can just put a drop under your tongue. That's one of my favorite methods as well. And the last method I'm going to talk to you about is topical application. So you can put a few drops in your hands and then massage it elsewhere onto the body, wherever you want. Popular application areas are the crown of the head, temples, behind the ears, neck, abdomen, over vital organs, soles of the feet, and wrists, which sounds like the whole body kind of. Some researchers report that essential oils may be more readily absorbed from skin locations with greater concentrations of sweat glands and hair follicles, such as the feet and the head. Oils can be applied neat or diluted in a carrier oil. So neat meaning straight from the bottle, or diluted in a carrier oil meaning a fatty oil like fractionated coconut oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, almond oil, etc. This is apricot kernel oil. That's another one that works. That's the one I use a lot for like my face and stuff. If you look up I think it's called comedogenic. I know I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. It's a scale that tells you how clogging an oil is. So if you're prone to like acne-prone skin or something, you can pick one that has less of a clogging factor. I know coconut oil is pretty high up there. Apricot kernel oil is pretty low. So I don't tend to get acne or anything, but when I make products for other people, I don't want my stuff to make them break out, so I just go with one that's a little safer. You can check out a VitaFlex chart for guidance too. Those are the charts of either your hands or your feet that kind of maps out your organs and stuff on there, and that's helpful to know where to apply the oils to. In terms of essential oil safety, I strongly feel it's rooted in mindful self-monitoring and a partnership with your doctor, especially if you suffer from a disease, illness, injury, are pregnant, or nursing. Should you choose to consult your doctor, remember, like I said before, they might not be trained in this, so it's helpful to bring the bottle with you to your appointment, and you can point them to the free Essential Oil University Chemical Reference Database, where they can access literature references and the complete chemical breakdown for pretty much any essential oil. If you're concerned about being allergic to the oils, it's not possible to be allergic to any Young Living essential oils except for the citrus oils, because they're cold pressed rather than steam distilled. Allergies are erroneous immune responses to proteins, peptides, and amino acids, none of which survive the steam distillation process. Otherwise, you want to avoid contact with mucous membranes. If you are putting essential oils in your water, you want to use either glass, ceramic, or stainless steel, not plastic or styrofoam, because the oils can actually break down the petrochemicals in those, and then you're ingesting those as well. And citrus oils are photosensitive, so if you're putting on a citrus oil and going out in the sun, you want to make sure it's on a place where the sun isn't going to shine, like your feet, so that you don't get a burn. Or you can put them on at night so that you're safe that way. You want to keep them out of reach of children just because of the extreme potency. They don't need to be drinking a bottle of it or something. You or I don't need to be drinking a bottle of it, and children especially. Then when beginning to use essential oils, go slow. If redness or skin irritation should occur, dilute the area with vegetable oil and discontinue use. So now I want to get into some of the specific oils, and I'm going to go over 11 must-have oils and go into more specifics about the Young Living Company. Let me move my diffuser out of my way. This is the starter kit from Young Living, and I'll talk about Young Living for a second here. Young Living was founded in 1993 by Gary Young. He's the president of the company. He has dedicated his life to researching essential oils. He's a doctor in naturopathy, has a degree in nutrition, and has gone on to become one of the foremost authorities on essential oils and their therapeutic value in the entire world. Our CEO is Mary Young, and she is Gary's wife. Aside from them being in business for over 20 years and thus being the world leader in essential oils, you'll notice 3 simple but powerful words on the box that influenced my decision to join the Young Living team. And those words are, oh my goodness. I knew I was going to knock that at some point. Okay, it looks like my screen's still good here. I can't do a video without messing it up somewhere. Those words are Seed to Seal. I love their Seed to Seal promise to families. And the Seed to Seal promise states, we believe that you and your family deserve products that are genuine and free of synthetic chemicals and of unmatched purity. Seed to Seal is both a promise to you and a reflection of our global stewardship. Young Living owns and operates at farms around the globe, which sets them apart from a lot of the other essential oil companies. They're the only one that owns all their farms. This is what makes them different from other oil companies. Oh, I already said that. Getting ahead of myself. And anyone can visit these farms and take part in their process, which also sets them apart. You can go and cultivate and take part in the distillation. Their ultimate purpose is to bring wellness and abundance to people worldwide. The essential oils come from over 50 different sources and are all worthy of this unmatched Seed to Seal distinction. Young Living ensures that you receive essential oils exactly the way nature intended with their 5-step process. So I do want to just real quick say what the 5-step Seed to Seal process is. It starts with number 1, obtaining high quality organic seeds. Number 2, cultivating with responsibilities to sustainability and high standards. 3, distill, combining modern and ancient techniques to preserve the oil's constituents. 4, test the oils in internal labs and in a third-party facility to ensure that the oils are never diluted, cut, or adulterated. That's another thing that sets them apart, this rigorous testing, not only in-house, but in a third-party facility. Lastly, they seal these bottles and ship them worldwide. So, I'm going to go over this Young Living starter kit, and I love this starter kit for beginners because it gives you the most versatile essential oils and a bunch of add-ons for a really good price. It also allows you to begin to use and incorporate these oils very easily within your daily routine to stay above the wellness line. Oh, real quick, this cover that comes on here, this is our lavender field in Mona, Utah. It's so gorgeous. Like, that's a real place that you can go and take part in the process. So I love to point that out. Like, it looks too pretty to be real. Anyway, where was I? Oh, okay. The box. So you take the sleeve off. This is what the box looks like. Then you open it up and you've got 10 essential oils here, then a packet of information here. Then you pull this out, and this is a little stand so you can put on your dresser or something if you want them more accessible to you on a daily basis. Then you pull out this little guy, and we've got an additional oil, 2 packets of Ningxia Red, some cards. I'll go over this stuff real quick before I start with the oils. So you get 2 packets of Ningxia Red, which is a very, very powerful antioxidant drink. It's made with wolfberries. Look it up. Very, very beneficial. You also get a bottle of Stress Away. I'm going to go over that. And a roller ball fitment that can go on top of any of the bottles if you want to use them as a roller. I tend to put this, and a cap to go over it. I tend to put this on the Stress Away. Then you get 10. You can see I've used a few of these little sample bottles. So if you're loving the oils, you can pass them out to your friends. You also get some oil packets, and these have like 8 or 10 drops of oil in them, so you can also pass these out to your friends. Then you get, geez, I can't get a hold of anything here. These Love It, Share It cards, which are awesome. So you can put your information on the back of them. For more information, contact, and put your contact information. And then the corner of these punches out, and you can pick the oil that you're giving them. And it's got like a printout of information about that oil so they can learn about it. And then you can punch the corner out and put the bottle right in there. So it's a cute little thing to give someone if you want to get into the business side of oils. This is a great way to get you started. If you don't want to buy business cards right away, you're all set right here. So super great. The kit also comes with that Dewdrop diffuser that I showed you and a product catalog. And I'm going to get right into the oils now. So these are the oils that come in the top part of the starter kit. We'll start out by going over lavender. It's this purple bottle right here. Lavender is known as the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because it's great for so many things. It takes 170 pounds of plant material for just 1 pound of lavender oil, so super concentrated. And because it's so concentrated, it might smell different to you than other lavender scented things that you've smelled. And lavender is actually one of the most adulterated essential oils. So meaning most of the ones you smell out there aren't pure. They're like, they have fragrance added to them or fillers. So you might be surprised by how the lavender smells, but I promise you start to love how all of these smell, even though they are super potent. In the bottle, once you take them out, they're not as potent, and you fall in love with the scents. It relaxes and calms you for restful sleep and helps cope with occasional stress. Soothes skin from irritation and cleanses healthy skin. Diffuse for a relaxing environment. And what we use lavender for most in our household is for seasonal discomfort. You can mix it with lemon, peppermint, and copaiba if you have it. If not, lavender, lemon, and peppermint are a great trio. And we put that in a roller to rub on the face over the sinuses, or you can put it in bath salts, shower bombs, lots of possibilities. The diffuser, we sleep with it in the diffuser every night. So that's my favorite use for it. I also use it in the kitchen when I get a little clumsy, or in Epsom salt for bath salts. So a very versatile one, like I said, Swiss Army knife right there. Peppermint is the next one I'll go over, and it's this one. These white bottles at the top are part of the Young Living Vitality line. If it's part of the Vitality line, you know that it's a safe one to ingest, and then the other ones, you know, might give you an upset stomach or something, so you don't want to be swallowing it. But they're totally safe to be putting on the skin. I will say that there are a couple down here that can be ingested, and they come in the Vitality line. They're just not in the Vitality packaging in the kit. So do your research and figure out which ones those are, and feel free to use those too. Same formulation, just different labeling, so that you know you can ingest them or you can't, but it just looks better, I'm guessing, to put the other two in the regular labels. So anyway, peppermint is the next one. 1 drop of this, like I said, equals 28 cups of peppermint tea. It's refreshing, uplifting, and has a stimulating aroma. It's highly regarded for soothing digestion. It promotes healthy intestinal and bowel function. It may help improve concentration and mental sharpness, helps curb appetite. One of our favorite uses is we live in an old farmhouse, and you can rub it around door jambs and window sills and stuff, and the bugs don't like to cross that, so keeps pests at bay. I also hear it's good for preventing mice too, so I'm all for that. Another favorite use of mine is we go on a lot of road trips, and if you put a drop of that on your tongue or just sniff it from your bottle, it helps you stay alert. So I use it when we're getting tired, driving into the night, stuff like that. Or to freshen my breath, even if I'm not trying to stay alert. It's a great alternative to gum just because it's so potent. I love putting a drop right on my tongue, which is super, super powerful. Next one is the lemon. Lemon is so refreshing and smells so good. It's widely used in skincare, known for helping improve mental accuracy and concentration. It's cold pressed from the rind, meaning that the oil does not contain the acid that the pulp does. So we've all heard about how beneficial it is to be drinking lemon water every morning, but that can wear on your teeth after a while. You don't have to worry about that with this, and you're getting all the benefits, plus it's super, super potent. So definitely chug some of that down. It contains 68% D-limonene, which is a powerful antioxidant. You can add it to recipes to enhance the flavor. It aids in normal digestion, may support the nervous system, and it's way more economical for, I'm going back to the water drinking. Instead of buying a bunch of lemons, you can buy this one bottle. It lasts for a really long time, and it's easier for on the go too. It's not like you're going to carry a lemon around. You can carry this with you. You have lemon water everywhere. My favorite way to use lemon is for those benefits that you get from drinking the water. However, I don't like the taste of my water. I don't like the taste of any citrus oils. My husband and my sister swear by drinking it every morning. They don't mind the taste, and I just can't get used to it. So I pop a couple drops in one of those veggie capsules that I showed you and chase it with a bunch of water, and then I'm getting the same benefits. So that's my favorite way to use lemon. I do notice a difference in like my alertness and everything. You can also use it in place of Goo Gone. It's a natural Goo Gone to take, like, if you take a price tag off something or whatever and it leaves a mess behind, you can clean it up with that. The next one I'm going to go over is frankincense. It's down here on the bottom. And frankincense has a balsamic, earthy aroma. It comes from the resin of Boswellia trees. It's the king of all the oils. That's what it's known as because it's so beneficial to your health. It's a holy anointing oil in the Middle East, and it was presented to baby Jesus by the wise men. It was one of the 3 gifts to him, along with gold and myrrh. Myrrh is another essential oil you can get from Young Living. It was valued more than gold in the ancient times, and only those with great wealth possessed it. As a calming and relaxing effect if you diffuse it, and it can enhance emotional well-being. You can massage it on your body after exercising. It's great to smooth your skin, give it a healthy-looking appearance. I know I put it on my face every single night. That's one of my favorite uses for it. You can take it as a dietary supplement for overall body system support, and it includes the naturally occurring constituent alpha-pinene, which is a widely recognized component with anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. The next one I'll go over is Copaiba. It's another one of these vitality ones on top, which is traditionally used to aid digestion. It supports the body's natural response to injury and irritation. May be an important part of a daily health regimen as it promotes overall wellness. You can mix it with honey and warm water to create a tea. I personally love using it in our seasonal discomfort blend, the lavender, lemon, and peppermint. Also for skin irritation, it's really great, and it's a very soothing and gentle essential oil. So now I'm going to move on to the blends. Those were the single oils, and then Young Living puts together blends too. Purification is the next one I'm going to go over right here. This is a blend of citronella, lemongrass, lavender, rosemary, melaleuca, and myrtle. You can use it directly on the skin to moisturize. It soothes and cleanses common skin irritations. You can diffuse it to freshen the air and eliminate odors. It's like a natural Febreze. You can sprinkle it in your shoes to get rid of odor in there. Apply it topically to enjoy the outdoors annoyance-free. I personally diffuse this all the time because we have 2 dogs that don't smell the greatest. I also put it on the dryer balls that I put in my dryer. I don't use dryer sheets anymore, and it gives it a great scent when they come out. I use it. I just made deodorant with this in it. Yes, I make my own deodorant. We put it in the garbage can outside to keep that fresh, and so many uses for purification. The next one I'll go over is Panaway right here. Panaway is a blend of helichrysum, clove, wintergreen, and peppermint. It helps with tension and discomfort. It soothes skin while providing comforting warmth to muscles after exercise. You can massage it on the bottoms of your feet for a relaxing experience. My favorite way to use Panaway is after exercising. It helps provide the muscular and skeletal systems with relief when applied topically to the areas of concern. A little tip is you could layer the Panaway in peppermint. Peppermint's a driving oil. It'll magnify it and drive it deeper into the muscles, so that feels super great. There goes my Panaway. The next one I'll go over is Thieves. Right here is Thieves. It's a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. And the name was inspired by the legend of 4 15th century French thieves. They formulated this special aromatic combination of rosemary, clove, and other botanicals that they used while guiding the dead and dying victims of the Black Plague, and they didn't get sick. They revealed what they used for a lesser punishment once captured. It's highly, highly regarded to support the immune system. If you guys could smell me right now, I smell just like Thieves because we use it constantly in this house. It may help maintain a healthy respiratory system with the eucalyptus in it. It's ideal to complement a daily wellness regimen. It's wonderful for cleaning your home, supports oral health. My favorite way to use Thieves is to diffuse it to purify the air. We rub it on the bottoms of our feet every single day for an overall immune system boost and protection. It's great for traveling if you're going to be around sick people. Great for working if you're going to be around sick people. Just a must-have for immune system support. I also love to drink a drop in tea or a spoonful of honey if I feel like I'm coming down with something. Or you can apply it diluted onto the outer area of your throat as well if you feel like you're coming down with something or not feeling very well. It's great to diffuse in the bedroom while sleeping. You do want to dilute that oil when you put it on. Thieves is considered a hot oil because clove and cinnamon, have like a warming effect on the skin that's a little bit too warming, so you want to mix it with a carrier oil. Still completely safe, but Just something to keep in mind. This blend is so popular and so effective for so many people that Young Living has a whole line of Thieves products. Sprays, cleaners, mouthwash, dish soap, toothpaste, laundry detergent, etc. I make a lot of that stuff. Not dish soap. Well, I make dishwasher detergent. I use different toothpaste. I make laundry detergent. But I do love for a multi-purpose cleaner, this Thieves cleaner. So this bottle right here is $22. You just mix 1 capful with about 2 cups of water. So you can imagine that this lasts forever. I actually bought this last fall and I'm down to like here right now. And I can recognize every single product on the ingredient list. I talked before about how conventional cleaners are not the best for you. This I completely trust. It's been university tested, and I'm not worried about it making me sick at all. And it smells so good. The next one I'll go over is Digest. It's kind of self-explanatory what that does. It supports normal digestion. It's one of the Vitality ones. You can add it to a gel capsule or rub it right on your stomach area. Add it to water for a stimulating beverage. Use with every meal to support a wellness regimen. Add 2 to 3 drops to honey. You can use it in water when traveling abroad if the water seems a little sketchy. If I ever have any digestion issues, I take a few drops and apply it topically to my stomach area and then wait 30 minutes and repeat as necessary. So, very great one to have around, especially when it's getting to like winter time and stomach cramps going around. Next one I'll go over is RC, which stands for respiratory conditions. It contains cypress, spruce, and 3 types of eucalyptus. You can dilute and apply it to the chest, neck, and throat areas if there's any discomfort. Rub it on your feet or chest before exercise to uplift. That's my husband's favorite way to use it. He runs every morning and puts it on his feet to give him a little boost of energy. And you can diffuse it at bedtime to encourage an atmosphere of comfort. And then I'll go over Stress Away, the bonus oil that comes in the kit. And that was this green bottle right here. Stress Away's got to be in my top 5. I love it, along with Thieves, frankincense. What else would I put in there? Oh, I like a blend called Endoflex. I love all the citrus ones. Man, it's a tough one, but I know that Stress Away is in my top 5. It's got like a lime vanilla scent, so I use it all the time as a perfume. It's my favorite smelling oil by far. It's very good for road rage. I keep one in my car, just sniff it. Love the scent of it so much. It combats normal stresses that creep into everyday life, helps reduce mental rigidity, helps encourage relaxation, reduces occasional nervous tensions, and I love to apply it to my wrists, earlobes, and neck, so basically where you would apply a perfume. So I'm going to wrap this up. Hopefully now you can start to see how you can incorporate these oils into your daily life. I know I couldn't go a single day without them, and I would love nothing more than for you to experience the utmost health and wellness that these oils have brought into our lives. I know that transitioning into a more chemical-free lifestyle can be overwhelming, but there are resources out there. One of my favorite is EWG.org and the Healthy Living app, which are both powered by the Environmental Working Group. You can punch in a cosmetic product, or I think they're starting to add foods on there and stuff too, and it'll give you a scale from 0 to 10 of how toxic the product is to use. And I like to use a 2 or below. 0 is the best, 10 is the worst. So that's been extremely helpful in eliminating toxins from our homes. We're not affiliated with the EWG or anything, but I just like to pass that along. You owe it to yourself to live your healthiest life. In my eyes, your health is your most important commodity. Without it, you lack quality of life, and you can't put a price on peace of mind. You may be wondering how to get started. If not, go ahead and turn this video off. But if you are, go ahead and keep watching. These oils are not available in stores, and Young Living chose this model of sharing deliberately. You need support and you need resources. When you become a Young Living member, you also receive an entire community of people who will support you at no extra cost, including myself, of course. We do not have stockpiles of oils at our houses, and they must be ordered directly from Young Living. My job is simply to share my experience and wellness with you. There are two choices to get started. You can do a retail membership or a wholesale membership. I always recommend the wholesale membership because you save so much money. A wholesale membership gives you a lifetime of wholesale prices, which is a 24% discount from retail. To remain a wholesale member, you just have to purchase $50 of product per year, which is all too easy to do. If for some reason you don't do that, you just simply fall off the database and you can call to easily reactivate it. If and when you choose to, you're also eligible to earn thank you checks from Young Living for sharing the oils with others, and you're also eligible for Young Living's loyalty program, which is called Essential Rewards, and that has a reduced shipping cost. Retail customers purchase, so I said there's wholesale versus retail. That all pertain to wholesale. Retail customers purchase the oils at full retail cost, pay full shipping, and they're not eligible to earn commission checks. If you want to become a wholesale member, you must purchase a starter kit, and I recommend the premium starter kit, which is the one that I just went over. In addition to the 11 oils I discussed, you receive the diffuser, the Ningxia Red packets, the roller bottle, the sample packets, the business cards, the sample bottles, and a product guide. So it's major bang for your buck. I lost my spot here. This kit is $160 plus tax and shipping. I don't know about other states, but in New York and Pennsylvania it comes out to like $170, $175 with the tax and shipping. So to get started with your very own premium starter kit, you can go to the Young Living website and make sure that you put my member number and my member number in the enroller and sponsor ID section, because if you do, you will receive a welcome gift from me, and if not, you'll be assigned a random sponsor. So I want to provide you that support going forward and add you to my online community that I'm a part of, and in that community you can enjoy daily tips, ask any questions you might have, share any testimonies, learn of any upcoming events, participate in exclusive contests, and more. And it's an awesome way to meet other oilers too. This sense of community is so strong, and you won't believe how generous these people are. It's a really great group of people. So thanks so much for joining me. I hope you have a better grasp of the essential oils and Young Living as a company and all the amazing benefits that these oils can offer to you and your family. If you have any questions at all, let me know. You can get a hold of me, and I'd be happy to answer those for you. So again, thank you for watching, and have a good day, night, whatever.